Boo, it's freezing today in Ireland, but we are going to do a video review on whATSMINER, the most quality Bitcoin miner in the market, on the whATSMINER M60S 186 terahash version. Full setup, how to install, and what's the profitability and what alternatives is there. So stay tuned. So the whATSMINER M60 is the most efficient Bitcoin ASIC miner currently in the market. It was released there a few months ago. They have few different versions of these. It's based on the latest chip technology, which makes them quite efficient Bitcoin miners, anywhere from 17.5 to 20 joules per terahash, depending on silicon lottery. Of course, some chips are better quality manufactured than others, and this is why they have few different type of versions. whATSMINER M60, whATSMINER M60S, 166 terahash versions, 188 terahash versions, 190 terahash versions. They do also sell the same chip technology, immersion cooled miners also, if this is something you are interested in. You know, I don't believe there's any other different configuration than the chip quality on these miners. So the better chip quality, the better is the overclock, the lower is the power usage. So Bitcoin mining has been very attractive in the last year. It has had a price increase on roughly 180%, 185%. This is what makes Bitcoin mining so special and so good investment in the last year. Because the prices, you know, the lower the profitability was, the cheaper the price on miners. The last few months I have seen prices increasing on the ASIC miners, especially for Bitcoin, especially for the most efficient Bitcoin miners. But what a run Bitcoin has had from almost 16k till 45,000 US dollars per Bitcoin. And also I want to point out that BRC20 token transactions on Bitcoin has increased a lot, which generates sometimes even more Bitcoin on the block than actual block reward. So this also increases the profitability. So you can see the profitability chart of this exact model in asicminervalue.com, which is basically ASICMiner profitability website, which shows you the profitability. You can see that the current profitability is, it generates 17.5 US dollars revenue in 24 hours, and profit is 7.67 US dollars with 12 cents of kilowatt. So I'm not sure, they have a different picture here and says released in February 2024, but this miner is already in the market and it's possible to buy. And you can see that it generates about 6.3 thousand US dollars a year. Also, you have to take effect when you are buying Bitcoin ASIC miner that there is upcoming Bitcoin halving in May 2024. This will might slash your Bitcoin mining rewards to half. Maybe not really half, because the BRC20 is also generating now the fees about the same amount as the actual block reward, which currently stands at, I believe it's 6.25 Bitcoin per block. So to set up this miner, it's quite simple, the same as most of the other ASIC miners. So we are using the advanced IP scanner, which will find the miner IP address. I'm just checking here, yeah. So you just download this tool, scan your local network, which will show the miner IP address, which we have is 101, ending 101. So when you log into miner, it will ask for your username, which is admin, and password is also the same admin. Next, you head on to configuration, miner configuration, and you need to configure your pool where you want to mine. So for this video purpose, we are using via BTC pool. Also, you need to register if you're using the same pool. Then you will get your username and the worker name you want to name yourself, which will show up then in your pool. We have named this so mineshop.eu, mineshop.eu is the username, and the worker name is 00T. And it will show up on the mining pool the same way. So you can see here it's been mining there for about 2 hours. On a mining pool, we can see that the hash rate is even much more higher. So it shows 203.4 terahash last 10-minute average, and last 1 hour is 193. Remember guys, this is 186 terahash version. So, and there's little bit Bitcoin already mined. You can see also in the miner, you go to status, miner status, and you can see that the miner has been online for 2 hours and 21 minutes. This you know, I love the whATSMINER GUI, where you can see the performance of the ring. It's very simple, very easy to understand. You can see the gigahash current hash rate is 191.8 gigahash, and the accepted shares and power usage is 3,520 watts. 192 is 18.22 joules per terahash, which is, you know, it's crazy good. I believe there's no other miners, you know, with that efficiency currently available in the market. You can see that also the chip temperatures, I think they are a little bit on a high note. Under 80 Celsius still acceptable for longevity, but you know, probably because of their design, I like the Antminer S21, S19 design a little bit better than this design, just because I do believe that cooling is a little bit more efficient, because it has 2 fans in the front and 2 in the back, and this only has one fan in each side, and that probably, you know, so if your ambient temperature is quite hot, I'm not sure how hot this miner will run, as this miner currently has, in our warehouse, the ambient temperature is 10 degrees Celsius. I do believe that whATSMINER M60, you know, is a great ASIC miner to choose for Bitcoin mining. The Bitcoin mining has been very attractive lately because of the price increase and the transactions rewards generated on the blockchain. Also, the whATSMINER M60s compared to bitmain S21s, currently the price tag on whATSMINER has always been a little bit higher. This is, I believe, because of the quality build of the miners, because we have received some feedback from customers, and they are very happy with this miner, and also we have had 0 claims for warranty, you know, so there hasn't been any faults on the whATSMINERs. This, you know, buying a higher miner sometimes, you know, makes more sense if it's, of course, if it's a better quality. But with electronics, you never know, you know, sometimes there could be some fault which could lead to issue, and sending to repair center to fix it, which could also potentially lose your mining time, and you could, you know, the payback would be longer. So before we wrap up on this video, there was another thing I want to point out, which indicated that this miner has higher chip temperatures. I thought it's because of the design of the miner, but actually what I've noticed, the auto fan tuning on this miner runs very quiet compared to Antminer S21, which usually most of the times runs on full speed of the fan control. So this, what the fans does, they keep the miner temperature under 80 degrees. So if the chip temperature is going up, so the fan will kick in and it will like run like a airplane engine. Otherwise, which miner to choose from the latest generation, Antminer 21 or whATSMINER M60S, it's all totally up to yourself. whATSMINER is higher price tag, but you are paying for the quality of the miner, with the quality of the build of the miner. But for the Antminer S21, it's higher, little bit cheaper price tag, but you might be lucky with your miner, and you might not have any issues, and you could potentially do your ROI much faster than buying a whATSMINER M60S. So I hope so this video was helpful to you. Mine hardcore or don't mine at all.